Welcome to News Update on Clevenard TV. Here are the top stories. Buhari should transmit letter to National Assembly on private visit to London. Gunmen kill escort, driver and abduct 2 Shell workers in Rivers State. Russian agent sentenced to 18 months in US. The details shortly. The national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Uche Secondus, in Abuja declared that President Muhammadu Buhari's ongoing 10-day private visit to London, United Kingdom, is an illegal and unconstitutional trip. Speaking during a media briefing on the state of the nation, Secondus, who described Buhari's trip as voyage unknown, said it was condemnable that the president travelled to the United Kingdom without notifying the National Assembly and also did not hand over power to Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. The PDP chairman also lamented the escalation of bloodletting occasioned by the range of criminalities across the country, saying these developments have raised serious concerns on the issue of leadership and whether there is a government in place. While the presidency continues to argue that there exists government in the country today, what obtains in reality is different. He noted that rather than give teeth to governance and address biting national issues of concern like the insecurity, the All Progressive Congress (APC)-led federal government exerts all its energies and resources planning nefariously how to undermine democratic institutions. According to Secondus, the security situation had been such the prominent Nigerian clerics have been raising serious concern on the issue of leadership, even questioning whether there is a chief commander in this country. He stated, "I have called you this day to speak on some burning issues that relate to our dear country. The apparent incompetence of the ruling APC in the handling of affairs of governance has continued to take a huge toll on the nation. There is no evidence of presence of government in this country, as crimes of all kinds are committed all over the country, and Nigerians have never lived in such great fear and trembling for their lives. Just last week, a female foreign humanitarian worker, Faye Money, a Briton, was brutally shot dead in Kajuru, Kaduna State. The situation has deteriorated to the extent that this country can no longer protect the lives of international aid workers who are here to help us clear our mess." Still on the issue of Nigeria, a Sky Police escort working with Shell Petroleum Development Company was shot dead by a group of gunmen along Ahuada Ndele Rumuji axis of the east-west road. 2 of the company's employees were also said to have been abducted by the gunmen, who came out of the bush to stop the vehicle traveling from Yenagoa in Bayelsa State to Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Sky policemen are special security men who work for corporate organizations in the country. It was gathered that the Sky Police was driving the escort vehicle when the bandit struck, shooting him first before abducting the 2 other persons. The incident, which happened at about 4 p.m. yesterday, caused panic among motorists plying the road, forcing many of them to flee the area. A source from the oil firm confirmed the incident, but added that efforts were being made by family members to ensure that those abducted regain their freedom. 2 of our colleagues were kidnapped, they say. They were coming back from Yenagoa when the gunmen came out from the bush. The driver of the escort vehicle, who is a Sky Police officer, was killed. The other 2 are still with them. Friends and families are trying to see how they can be released. The State Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Nnamdi Omune, also confirmed the incident to our correspondent, adding that investigation had begun to ensure that the victims regain their freedom. Meanwhile, abductors of 4 employees of the National Emergency Management Agency are demanding the sum of 40 million naira as ransom for their release. Now to the international scene. Russia agent Maria Butina sentenced to 18 months in US. Maria Butina, the only Russian arrested and convicted in the 3-year investigation of Moscow's interference in US politics, was sentenced to 18 months in prison. The leader of a small Russian gun rights group, the 30-year-old Siberian native, used her ties to the National Rifle Association to build a network of powerful Republican contacts. She had admitted to 1 count of conspiracy to act as an agent of a foreign government without registering, a so-called espionage light, charge the US has used before against alleged Russian spies. Prosecutors said that although she worked openly and was not tied to any Russian intelligence agency, she was sending back reports to a high-level Russian government official and posed a threat to the United States. I humbly request forgiveness. I'm not this evil person depicted in the media, she told the court in Washington, D.C. before her sentence was announced. She told the court she had only wanted to work towards better US-Russia relations and would have registered as a foreign agent if she had known it was required by law. That's all we have for you on News Update on Clevenard TV. But before we go, let's take a look at the recap on the top stories. Buhari should transmit letter to National Assembly on private visit to London. Gunmen kill escort, driver and abduct 2 Shell workers in Rivers State. Russian agent sentenced to 18 months in the US. That's all we have for you on News Update on Clevenard TV. For more videos, you can simply log on to our website on www.clevenard.com.